All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so Nvidia came out with their earnings today. They beat. So let's go over what the results were and then how that affected the market. It's probably still going to play out here tomorrow. Where obviously it's after hours, so we're getting less liquidity, but most likely we'll see the effect of their earnings tomorrow. Okay, so let's talk about this. So first, Nvidia harvest earnings lead to drop, not a warning. So it says Nvidia released its Q2 earnings today, August 27, 2025. While results beat expectations with $1.05 earnings per share versus $1.01, which is what they expected, and 46.74 billion in revenue versus 46 billion forecast, its stock fell over 3%. And this is kind of typical if you remember back in 2024 and even recently, right? But I remember back in 2024, I think it was August or right around the same time period, they came out with earnings and their stock price dropped like 5 to 10%. And a lot of the times this happens because they already price in a good earnings way before earnings comes out, right? And it's kind of easy to predict to predict with Nvidia that it's going to have good earnings because AI is on a tear. So people know when it gets close to that earnings time period, they're going long on Nvidia and they're already taking their profit. But we can see after a week or two that earnings report, the final earnings report, settle in and see an additional spike in Nvidia's price, right? Okay, so it says this stock fall of 3%. This isn't a warning per se, but underscores investors' caution despite strong performance. Yeah, and for me, it's more of the traders that are trading in and out Wall Street that are manipulating the price. Obviously, any company that comes out with this type of earnings is here to stay. And being that the AI boom is what it is, I don't see Nvidia going anywhere. Okay, so second, security advisory released by Saudi SERP. The Saudi National Cybersecurity Authority issued a high severity warning dated August 26, 2025, advising that NVIDIA has released security updates to address multiple vulnerabilities in their product. And I wonder if this is was talked about in their earnings call, because I know the earnings call was at 5 o'clock. So it says Saudi National Cybersecurity Authority issued a high severity warning dated August 26, 2025, advising that NVIDIA has released security updates to address multiple vulnerabilities in their products. This action was categorized as a formal security warning to critical sectors such as education, commerce, and infrastructure. And yeah, you kind of always see this like negative news where a company just can't do any wrong. So you always have people come out with this type of stuff. I feel like there's vulnerabilities in any type of product, Apple, um, you name it, there's always vulnerabilities. So this for me is just more to move the market. Summary, Nvidia warning today, not a financial warning, but a strong earnings beat that nonetheless triggered a stock dip. Yes, a security warning as per NCA's advisory urging immediate updates to address vulnerabilities. But yeah, and so let's see how the markets kind of reacted to this. I'm looking at Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin is hovering under a little bit under 112,000. The altcoins look like they're keeping up pretty good. Ethereum's at 4,564. And if we look at let's look at the indices and see what after hours trading. Let's see where Nvidia's at. How about that? Let's look at Nvidia's price. So Nvidia after hours is 177. So again, they did really good on earnings. So I just think this is people trading the market, manipulating the price. I think maybe by tomorrow we see an uptick in Nvidia. A lot of people are predicting it can hit that $200 mark. And with this type of earnings, it just shows that AI is strong and the need for chips are even stronger. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it is regarding Nvidia's earnings. They did really well as expected. And I think you're going to see that coupled with the interest rate cuts coming in September, or interest rate cut coming in September. It's just going to be really bullish for the market. All right, so let's play some Blitz, and I'll play a couple games, and that'll be it. Oh, I thought I could grab, but I think we're good now. I think this is going to be pretty much game over. Oh, darn it. They didn't see that. Let me resign. I lost this one. free. Is it free? No, it's not free. Oof, didn't even see that checkmate. That was a nice checkmate right there. All right, one more, one more. And then I gotta go. I'm hungry. That was a terrible move by me. Hey, buddy, I'm an Indian and want to invest in NASDAQ mutual funds. You need a brokerage account, so you need to get a brokerage account. But I'm not sure in India if are you saying you're in India or you're Indian? Because I'm not sure if Indians or if people in India can open up a U.S. brokerage account. It might be a little tricky. Oh, but yeah, you would need a brokerage account. Like if you're in the U.S., that would be the best bet for you right now. Okay. In India, yeah, I'm not sure. Look, so ask ChatGPT. Say, tell it if you're in India, you want to invest in U.S. Mutual funds, and see what it tells you. Because I'm not sure of any brokerage account that allows that. I know there's a lot of restrictions and stuff. But yeah, definitely ask ChatGPT because I'm not aware of any brokerage account. I know they have overseas brokerage accounts that you may be able to do that, but I'm not sure if there's any requirements. Got it, bro. By the way, bishop takes pawn. You miss. Yeah, I miss a lot. Oh, did I lose? Okay, I thought that was a free piece for him. Ooh, that was a blunder. All right, that was my last game. Ta-ta. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. All right. So yeah, Nvidia did pretty well on its earnings. 105 earnings per share, and then I think like 46 or 47 billion in revenue. So really good. Markets sold off a little bit, but I think they'll come back. And then and maybe even by tomorrow. It's usually because there's less liquidity, like I said before, after hours. So you always tend to see these sell-offs. But it's typical behavior for Nvidia to report good and then people sell off. I think because people expect it to report good earnings, they sell off and then later they bounce back. I think it's a pattern. I've been seeing it for a while. But it looks like crypto's strong, Bitcoin's strong. Good thing they didn't report bad earnings because I think it would affect the market a lot. And I think going into September, which is just a few days, we'll be getting this rate cut here. So I think we're going to see this next leg up in the crypto market. All right, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and I put out a comment or a post on the channel that I will be stopping the live streams going into the new year. It may be closer to the end of the year. I'm just going to be dropping a long form video on Sundays, so it's going to be pre-recorded, and it's going to be giving more. It's going to be different style because I always change it up every year. So I may keep one day of live streaming because right now I do 3 days out of the week. So I may just keep one. Maybe it's Sunday, but for the most part, I want to go to long form and do that style. All right, but that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.